Hey there, I'm Mark Horn, and in this presentation, we are going to go over the 8 steps to successfully launch a daily deal business. Now let's dive right into it. Step 1 is research and development. Before going into any business venture, you want to do as much research as physically possible. One, to make sure that there's actually a market for what you are going to be offering, and two, just to really know the environment that you're getting into, know the industry that you're getting into, know your competitors who are going to be offering similar products and services, or similar vouchers and coupons in the same geographic market. So you want to research geographic and niche markets and really search for an area that you could tap into. The next step is development. Develop your website. Now, we recommend, of course, to start with Daily Deal Builder, simply because it really is the most flexible solution. And rather than trying to start and develop a site from complete scratch, that's going to take you many months of development, and it's going to be quite a long time in the coming for you to launch. Whereas a platform that's already developed, like Daily Deal Builder, will really enable you to have your website up in no time at all. And the potential for customization and the flexibility of it just makes it that much easier. Step 2 is organization. Before really diving in, you need to make sure your ducks are in a row. You need a merchant account. Ideally, you want an LLC or an actual business. And then you need your site designed. You need logos. You need to really find your voice and work on that area of it. I recommend to have Google documents created. Create an Excel document and list out every single potential partner that would go well to be featured on your website. Start a shared calendar and make sure you update the calendar of when you're going to be offering what deals, and keep that really organized, and just always have your various to-dos mapped out. You need to figure out what you're going to be insourcing, outsourcing, or crowdsourcing. If you write like a 5th grader, you probably don't want to do your own copy for your website. It'll just hurt you more than help you. There's plenty of great sites where you can outsource or crowdsource and find various people to help you. Places like vworker.com, guru.com, or elance.com are just a few of the places you can start. And you want to create process documents, really documenting as many different processes that you are doing in your business as possible. And this will just aid in growth. It'll aid you in hiring people and basically showing them the process documents to let them take over areas that you can't do. Step 3 is your search engine optimization plan. You want to map out your top keywords that you intend to target, and you want to target those keywords. The easiest ways to do that would be submitting content on a regular basis that targets your keywords. You can do things like syndicating videos, articles, press releases, podcasts. That list goes on and on. There's quite a few different types of content that you can submit, and there are no shortage of places that have high page rankings that you can submit them to that can help drive you traffic, drive you organic traffic, and raise you in the search engines. Your goal is to be notified from Google Alerts. So you want to go to google.com/alerts, and you want to insert and be notified of your top keywords. And from there, your goal is to always be in those notifications that Google sends you. Then you just need to continually monitor your search engine rankings and always strive to continue moving upward. The higher you get in your search engine rankings, so long as your keywords have a fair amount of monthly searches, the more traffic you're going to get. And then blog regularly. The more you blog, the more traffic you're going to get. And if you blog and release remarkable content, people are going to be more likely to remark, to share, and over time your traffic is just going to increase and grow. So always work on optimizing your website and really targeting your main keywords. Step 4 is your social media plan. Social media and daily deals go really hand in hand, and user-generated recommendations are by far the most powerful form of advertising that any business can do. If somebody is recommended to go buy a product from one of their friends, they're a lot more open to that than an ad on the side of a website. Facebook is nearing 1 billion people, so you definitely want your daily deal site to have a presence on Facebook. You always want to post up new deals. You want to hold contests rather regularly, and this is just to keep building your list and likes. and really work on engaging with your followers, not using spammy marketing techniques. Facebook's goal is for businesses to share, connect, and just engage with their customers and prospects rather than, just spam the crap out of everybody. Now, Pinterest is an absolutely booming social networking site, and it basically lets folks create boards of various images. And Pinterest is going to be really big in connection with daily deals. So I always recommend to submit your deal images on Pinterest, and definitely check out the Pinterest gift section, because it basically adds a little banner right on top of the image so that people know it's an item for sale. You want to remain active on Twitter, post relevant and industry related updates, follow people that are in your industry, follow a lot of people. And again, you want to follow a similar rule that you would with Facebook, in that don't just use spammy marketing techniques, but really work to post up, engaging and remarkable content, and go about it in that route. LinkedIn is a great place to build up strategic relationships and also potential merchants that you can run on your website. There's a whole list of other social networking sites, and this really depends on how big your organization is, how many resources and how much money that you've got to be able to put into the social media plan. But you want to always be as active as physically possible and grow your social media plan out, because more and more people get on social networking sites, the potential for you to grow your daily deal site in conjunction with that, with Facebook and Pinterest and Twitter, just really does go hand in hand. Step 5 is finding merchants and actually locking in deals. You want to always be building your prospect document and reaching out to people who you'd like to feature on your website. Now, the goal would be to strive to be about 15 to 30 days ahead of your schedule. And before launching, aim to have at least 7 deals locked in. Then you want to continue to optimize and streamline your process of locking in deals. You want to make sure that you know the rate at which merchants agree to run a deal on your website. Once you know that rate and track that rate, then you want to continually work on optimizing, figure out what objections that people have, and then work to overcome those objections in advance. A big part of this is really mapping out your voice, who you are, and how you go after people, whether or not it's walking in, whether or not it's emails, phone calls. You need to be persistent, and following up is really how you are going to lock in deals. Now, what you could do is potentially hire a sales rep leader. You could go something, giving them a base salary mixed with a commission basis, or just a combination of the two, and strive to build and grow a real relationship with the merchants that you offer on your website. It's not about just offering one product of theirs for sale on your site and then leaving them. You should really strive to build a long-term relationship with these people, and your goal is to help merchants out, to help them move more products, get new customers. And so it's important to really put a lot of focus in this, simply because if a merchant runs a deal on your website and they have a bad experience, well, you can make a bet that they're not going to be doing that anytime in the future. And they're definitely not going to be coming through you for any other additional marketing things. Now, when you're running a daily deal business and working with these merchants, you also need to be open and willing to help these people out with different processes. A lot of businesses and merchants have no idea about the power of collecting email addresses and following up with people. And this is something that you can easily teach them and help them and get them set up with. Also things like getting them on Google Places, and just a lot of things that most physical business owners have no earthly idea about. So it's really recommended to just put as much physical time and effort into making your merchants happy. Now, once you're in the door with merchants, you want to make sure that you stay legal and legitimate. You need to get contracts signed. From there, you'll need to negotiate price points. Now, typically in the daily deal industry, businesses offer 50 to 90% off a product or service. Don't be afraid to get creative and do product bundling and things of that nature. The coupon redemption, you want to have the merchants print out the voucher numbers and really have them empower their employees to mark coupons as redeemed, either online or just on physical paper. It's too often where you'll go in and you'll redeem a coupon and you show the waiter or waitress what like, look, I ordered a deal from this daily deal site, and they just have no idea what it is. They look at it like it's some foreign object. So you want to make sure that the merchant has informed their employees and The goal with the daily deal industry is to make the merchants happy, to make the customers happy, to make you happy, to make literally everyone involved win, 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 and that's the goal. And then merchant follow-up. Help the merchant come up with a great plan to squeeze visitors' email addresses and work up a great follow-up plan to get them back in the door. With this, you can instruct merchants to go ahead and print out a sheet of paper. So if somebody submits their voucher or shows a server their voucher, they can give them a sheet of paper that has an area for them to put their voucher number and also an area for them to enter their email address for future discounts and coupons. Also, you need to request deliverables from the merchant. Ideally, you want high quality pictures of the product or service. You need to get the original price points and the fine details that are going to help you formulate the best copy possible for that particular merchant. Now, step 6 is actually writing the deal copy. Now, it's important as a daily deal site to really grow your voice. You want to have a unique and engaging voice, and a lot of daily deal sites are incredible at this, and it's one of the things that makes these such a bring them back feature. A lot of folks will just come back just because it's entertaining and humorous. Don't be afraid to use humor, and also be sure you have high quality images. Always work on your headlines. For the most part, there's a few different options. You could do blank % off at insert the business name here, or you could do something like $25 for $50 worth of insert product name here, or really a combination of those two things. By doing that, that helps your visitors immediately see what kind of discount you're offering on what product, and the title is incredibly important. Now, going back to hiring a copywriter, as you grow your website, one of the first people that you'll want to hire is a copywriter. And again, you want somebody that's professional, that's skilled, and that's much better than you. Then from here, you want to work to continually optimize your website, continually strive to write better deal copy, to write better headlines, and figure out which offers and which copy does the best for you. Remember, you really can't make a bad business good. All that you can do as a daily deal business is market a coupon. So in other words, you really need to make sure that you're choosing quality products and services. If you offer poor products and services on your website, that's not going to make your customers too happy. And, again, your main goals as a daily deal business owner is to make your merchants happy, to make your customers happy, and to build and grow your list. Now, step 7 is utilizing strategic partners. A goal here before launching would be to find 3 strategic partners who have built up a list of your target market. You want to continue searching for folks successfully using an opt-in form on their website, using your top keyword credentials. You can search all the search engines, get on LinkedIn. That's a great place to find strategic partners, Facebook, and various forums. You can also potentially work out a blast or an advertising arrangement with merchants on your potential partners list. Looking for an email blast or blog post or advertising arrangement with strategic partners can help you get launched out of the gate much, much easier, especially if you do not have or if you haven't spent the time and built a really big list in advance of your launch. You can offer them an affiliate percentage, potentially future ad space or future email blasts, and really just think, what can you do for the strategic partner in exchange? And you never want to go at it and look at strategic partners like, what can this person do for me? You always want to look at it like, how can our two businesses grow from each other? Now, step 8 is traffic planning. Again, one of your primary goals with your daily deal site is to continue growing your list. One of the main ways that your site is going to be valued is by the size and responsiveness of your list. You want to be social. Going back to your social media plan, always be active on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, and various other places. Work to always hold contests and grow that social component because, again, and I'll stress it, that strategic partners and user-generated recommendations are the most powerful form of advertising. Get guerrilla with it. There's a whole wide range of guerrilla marketing activities that you can do for your website, from things like billboards to stickers to t-shirts. The sky is the limit, and don't be afraid to get creative. If you don't have a very large advertising budget, getting guerrilla with it and working on developing a street team of people who can help grow your website and really get the word out there is absolutely critical. Organic. This goes back to your search engine optimization plan. You want to always try and grow your organic traffic, your traffic that's coming from search engines. You've got the ability for paid traffic. Now, be careful with paid traffic, and if you do paid traffic, be sure that you start small, monitor your results, and grow accordingly. Unless you've got a huge advertising budget, you want to make sure that you be very careful when you're doing this. And then affiliate and strategic partners can be a huge way to drive traffic to your website. Also, getting live and in person. You can, walk into stores to lock in potential merchants, and always work to kill two birds with one stone when you do things. Anytime you go out to eat, if you're running a geographic-based daily deal site, make sure you get the contact information of the person who makes the marketing decisions. Make sure you go to local events and trade shows. Places like meetup.com and LinkedIn are great to continue to grow your network, and always just project yourself and always be networking to grow your business and your partners and your network. And then just work on future growth. Always don't be afraid to outsource, insource, or crowdsource something. If you're not good at something, it's going to hurt you to spend time and energy in trying it, whereas you could probably hire somebody who's much better than you and grow a little bit quicker and easier that way. With the hiring process, you want to make sure that you've got process documents and everything's created. And just always remember on your core site values to grow your list, to nurture your merchant relationships, and make your customers happy. And again, just always be networking, and potentially don't be afraid to get financing and outside help from people. Maybe figuring out and hiring or getting a board of advisors. But just don't be afraid to reach out. There's going to be obstacles, there's going to be roadblocks, and your goal as a business owner and someone who's running a daily deal website is to grow and to get over those roadblocks, and don't let them stop you. For more information on Daily Deal Builder, I encourage you to visit dailydealbuilder.com, or you can get in touch with us directly at support@hcdesk.com, or give us a call at 1-800-794-7192. Thanks a lot. And if you enjoyed this presentation, I encourage you to share it with any friends or business partners who may find it interesting. Thanks.